Well, guys, welcome back to the channel. I have so much news for you guys. So much good news. Craziest stuff happened to me. Let's just get right into it. It was Sunday night. I just get off work. I got out around 6:30 p.m. Generally speaking, I'll drive a couple hours of Uber after work. I just worked a 10-hour shift, did a little overtime, and then I drive a little Uber after work, and I go hit an open mic after. Generally speaking, that's what I do. Because Daddy made some mistakes in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've made some massive financial mistakes, and we're trying to fix it. Takes a long time to fix. God dang, dude, I'm always going into the sun on you guys. I'm so sorry. Um, I apologize. Don't hate. But I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn right here. Don't worry, I'm turning. I'm turning. I'm turning. Anyway, I am driving Uber. I'm chilling near a place where I live, and I get a ride. And it's a big ride. I was like, oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's make this money. Go pick up the person. I'm listening to Joey Diaz's podcast 419 with Josh Wolf, and they're both talking about just like the stuff that went through. I mean, it's a really good one. Just the craziness of Joey Diaz, the grind. Talks about the grind. Him and Josh were like, Joey was watching his kids, and like Josh Wolf was is a single dad at the time, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's just how they came up together, and then the stories of them battling through it's incredible because they both had nothing but each other. And that was the sweetest thing I've ever said. No, that's the nicest thing I said today. So, listen to this podcast, going driving, just vibing. I didn't get to go up at the Louis Belt show, but like it's okay, man. Like I have a plan of what I'm gonna do next week, so it was fine. And a plan of when he comes back out. I got what I'm going to do this weekend coming up, like where I got a plan that I'm going to try to implement and see if it works. If it doesn't, it is what it is. No sweat off my back, but that's part of the game. You got to hustle. Now, I go up, driving, windy road, dark outside. I'm waiting for the person to come in my car. I shut the lights off because it's dark, and like I don't like it when the lights are on, so I just shut those off. The lights inside. Just like a tall, shadowy figure with sunglasses on and a hat like this comes into my car. And he says, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I was like, "Wow, that's a really familiar voice." He's like, "How's your night going?" I'm like, "Oh, my night's good, man. I'm chilling." And it caught me off guard. I wasn't smooth like that. I was just like, "Who is it? What? I know this voice." I was like, "Hold on. I know this damn voice. I know who this is. This hat. Hold on now." And it threw me off where when he was like, "How was your night?" I was like, chilling, just like that. And then I'm just like listening, and I'm listening to my podcast, and I'm like, holy shit, is this is this Josh Wolf in my car right now that I'm Ubering? And I'm listening, and then I'm listening to the podcast, I'm listening to the podcast, I'm listening to him. I'm like, oh my god, dude, I think it's him. And I'm nervous because I'm like, I don't want to I don't want to bother people or anything like that. I generally don't talk too much when I'm driving Uber unless it's on the strip because of Las Vegas, just because um, most of the time they're asking me questions about how it goes. But like residential wise, if I'm driving Uber out here, like I don't really say much. I just try to get you to your place. I keep it quiet. That's it. I know my duty. That's it. Um, but I had to say something, man. Like I had to. I had to. About 15 to 20 minutes left on the trip, and I was like, if I'm gonna say something, I gotta do it now. I go, he's right back here. I'm not kidding you. He's right back here. And I'm like, it's dark. And I'm like, excuse me, sir. Like, I don't want to bother you, but, and you don't have to say anything. You don't have to admit it or whatever. But I swear to you, your voice sounds so familiar to me that I think I know who you are. Are you Josh Wolf by any chance? And he was like, yeah, I am. And I'm like, oh my goodness, dude, I know your son. The first thing I said. He's like, wait, how do you know my son? I was like, oh, we do stand up together. He's such a great kid, man. He's a good man. Like he's a really very, very, very good person. Very Jacob is a very that's his name is very how could I say it, like when you're talking to him, it's like you're the only one in the room, you're the only person that matters. um, he's an empathetic kind of kid, which is great. And yeah, he's a good dude, very good dude. And we're just talking, and he's literally FaceTiming him on the phone. He's like, "Hey, Jacob, do you know this Uber driver?" And I was like, "What's up, man? It's me, Ahmed." And he was like, "Oh my God, Ahmed, what's up, bro? How you been?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm doing great." It's crazy that I pick up your dad. Anyway, he hangs out with Jacob, and he and I just start talking. Josh Wall's from Amherst, Massachusetts. I'm from New Hampshire, so we're New England boys, dude. Like, we like eat the same sort of foods, calzone, steak tips. Like, they don't have that out here on the West Coast. They don't. It's trash. Um, anyway, so we're just talking, and we're having a really good time. And I'm just telling him about how he asked me how I came to Vegas, how I ended up in LA, how I lost everything, and I was in that parking lot in JSX Airport. I was homeless for a while. I haven't really talked about it much on this channel, but we'll get to it one day. I'll explain the whole thing if you guys want. It'd be crazy. I don't have that many followers right now, so like it's more like if I want. Let's be honest here. But yeah, so I we're talking, and I'm just like, he's like, so what do you do for work? I was like, well, I just did a 10-hour shift, and then like I drive an Uber after work, and then there's a mic that lets me do 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna go hit up after. And he's like, for real? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, I like to grind, dude. I don't know what it is. I just like to grind, and I like to go up on stage a lot. And even if it's an open mic, I don't care what it is. And he was like, wow, okay. Hey, man, I really respect your hustle. Why don't you come by my show on Monday? So he has a resident at Jimmy Kimmel's in Las Vegas. And I was like, okay, what do I say up front? Do I just tell him I'm coming to the show? Be like, no, just tell him that you're doing time on stage. I was like, wait, what? You want me to do time? He's like, yeah, man. Like I was just like, I was like, oh my, I couldn't hold it in, dude. I was driving like this. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He wants me to do time on the stage. Oh, let's go. Like I was freaking out. I was so pumped, man, because like life, which is most of my fault, hasn't always gone my way. It has gone my way, then I screwed it up. And then the last I would say the last 2 years, literally to this point, was when I lost everything. And I was like, whoa, like for this moment to come up where, like, I'm not kidding you, I haven't done any guest spots here in Las Vegas. I have not got any sort of love in Las Vegas, which is fine. And I'm okay with that because I've been just working and working on my craft, watching other comics fail in these guest spots in the bigger clubs. And these younger comics, these younger open micers, and I'm just learning. I'm just learning, and I'm like, okay, like they're not getting an opportunity. Like people will tell me, like, yeah, I went to LA Comedy Club, and they said, oh, I was too dirty, or oh, I didn't talk about myself. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not that dirty. I do sometimes swear, but not much. I try not to. I don't talk about too much sexual stuff or anything. I really just talk about myself. I'm like, okay, so if I go to LA Comic Club, as long as I keep it clean, talk about myself, and from front to back, I'm pretty solid, and it can be pretty tight. And if I am talking in the long moments that they are interesting, I'm good. It's fine. I'm not. I can be a machine gun comic if I want to be, bah, 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 with the jokes, but I actually would rather be more um, in the moment sort of comic who's telling a story and hitting you with like, misdirections, things like that. That's what I like, and I'm learning how to do that within a 5 to 7 minute bit, to 10 minutes to 15 minutes. I have so much like stuff that went on in my life that there's like an abundance of material that like I just don't know how to access to and make it funny yet, but I'm getting there. And it's just time. That's all it is. I'll figure it out. It's not an issue. I will figure it out. It's not a problem. I promise you that. It's if you're telling me that all I got to do is go on stage, stay humble, stay clear-headed, don't mess with the BS, and focus and just grind and work on my craft, that's fine. I've done that already with another craft, so why can't I do it with this one? What are we even talking about? That's fine. I'm not being cocky or confident. Cocky. I'm just confident in myself of figuring stuff out. Yes, it might take me some time, but I will always figure it out. That's just how it is with me and my entire life. Anyway, I'm I'm ecstatic. I'm blown away. I haven't gotten stage time out here. In the last month, I've had a guest spot at the Town Square location, which was, dude, goddamn son, which was fantastic. And then I had a great set. And then there's obviously stuff I can work on, right? Like and everything. But overall, pretty solid. The week before that, I was one of the first comics to do the open mic at Town Square, where they had over 100 people there, and I smashed that set. Absolutely smashed. And by the way, beard looks crazy nice right now. Look at me. Hey, 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 yo, I'm feeling myself. uh, so anyway, so like things are going good, dude, and that's the thing that I realized. I was like, and thank God for my best friend Jalen Bias. He told me, he's like, your opportunities are gonna come. You just have to capitalize. I was like, all right, man, I'll believe in you. I'll believe in you. And that's when I started really not caring about not getting opportunities at the moment, because I wasn't really, I would say, ready for those opportunities. But now I'm not ready. I'm more ready than I was before. So I drop him off. I shake his hand. I'm like, dude, thank you so much. And now I'm freaking. I'm trying to call Jalen. He's the one I talk to about everything. Every single night we talk, basically. I can't get a hold of him. He's sleeping. So I was like, all right, well, I gotta go work on my set. Thank God there's a 10 minutes mic, 10 to 12 minute mic at the mic that I'm going to. I get to the mic. I always do 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know what happened, but the first three comics that went up were 70 years old or older, no problem. And they all got 10 to 15 minutes. And for some reason, I got five. I wasn't mad. I was just like, all right, well, that's fine. I'll really try to hone down the first 5 minutes, because I know the back part of my 5 minutes. I've been working on that set for a while. I know it front to back. I know exactly where the punchlines hit. I know exactly where the story's going to go. I can now improv in between stuff, like, because I know the set so well. Let me work on that. Worked on that. I got home. Man, I was just just crazy. I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe what happened. I think that was actually Saturday night, by the way. It wasn't Sunday night. It was Saturday night. And then I didn't get to hit a mic that night because there was no mics. Sunday night, that's when I tell my best friend Jalen about everything. And then we're just going over my set, and like how I'm gonna do it. And we're just talking about, like, bro, this is what we were talking about, like, opportunities. Because I met Jacob like a year ago, and I was just like, I try to keep it like very casual. I know who his dad is, everybody does, and I saw what other comics were doing and trying to basically like climb on, like immediately trying to be his best friend right away. And it's like those are the type of people that would really are just trying to like get stage time out of you in a way where it's kind of gross, but like, I don't know, it's just the game is weird. It's kind of like a hot girl seeing a guy with a lot of money. It's like the same thing, you know. They got something she wants, or vice versa. So for us, they got stage time, able to get more followers, collabs, all that stuff is possible with somebody like a Josh Wolf. And I see what these guys were doing. It was their meal ticket. This is the comics meal ticket, and all these comics knew that, which was gross in my opinion. I thought that was trash. Because that means you don't believe in yourself to figure it out on your own. It's really what it comes down to. I don't give a shit what anyone says, but that's just what it is. That you're trying to climb on these other people because you're not faithful in yourself of what your abilities are, as not just a comic, but somebody who can create on your own and try to create your own fan base and your following. So you think that you're gonna like hang out with people who have a lot of followers, all of a sudden you're gonna have followers? Maybe, yeah, but like, okay, so you got there, now what? Now what? You don't have anything. Like, I don't either. Shoot, I mean, I shoot these videos, I get like maybe 10 views every one, but that's right now. But I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. You can't tell. But at least I'm trying. Shit. Like, um, but I saw what these guys were doing. I just saw what they were doing. But our interaction was very natural. I first met him because I went on stage. I did like an audition set at the Old Wise Guys, and I crushed, and he went up after me, and that's how we became like talking and cool. So that was dope. And I just always just would say hi to he would say hi to me, or I'd say hi to him and just talk about life shit. that stuff like that. It's a good kid, man, really good kid. And I so I went up on Sunday. I did my set. Only got 5 minutes. It is what it is. Next day, I go to work. I'm ecstatic. I'm having a good time. Did a little overtime. It's like 5:30. Drove down. Uh, Tried to call my best friend. Couldn't get a hold of him. Going over the first part of my set because I know where I'm going to go with it. And I was like, all right, here we go. Just, rehearsing it in my head and out loud just a little bit, the first 2 to 3 minutes. Because there's some new stuff there that I've been doing for a month, but it's not like fine tuned, but it's okay. Um, we're driving, we get to Caesar's Palace. I like to park at Caesar's Palace because there's employee parking that I still have access to that's free. So let's go. And it's also the place where I used to work, where I, I was a poker dealer. When I first started, I was terrible, and then I got really good and became one of the better dealers out there. I won World Series Poker Dealer of the Year. I was a savage, from what everyone told me. I just did my job. I don't know. I don't know. I just do my job. I don't really. I just try to be good at it. That's all. And anything like so, I just like to be good at anything I'm doing. I like to be pretty solid at it. I don't want to be like mediocre on anything I'm trying to accomplish. Okay. This fucking idiot, dude. So oh, fucking trying to take a look right, but nobody wants me to go, man. Sorry. God, these guys are idiots here when they drive. Anyway, I get to Caesar's Palace. Poker room changed, some change in managers. Like, I tried everything I can in there, like, to become a supervisor, and like, it just like never worked out. And I couldn't believe it because I used to help run a poker room. I used to be a supervisor in New Hampshire. Like, I was all that, and like, they just never gave me an opportunity. And I like to walk through there sometimes just to remember, like, hey, like, even sometimes when you go this hard, like, you still don't get the love, man, and that's just part of the game. It's part of the game, man. It's like I almost seemed desperate. I think you know what I mean. I think that was the problem. That like I felt like I was being desperate to move up, and it was more like I'm not desperate. I'm just super hungry, and I have a really huge vision. Like my visions are insane. Um, but like anyway, it was just crazy. Like when I talked to my friend, I got to go back when I talked to my best friend the night before, and he said like, "Man, I remember you talking about Jacob and how I'm never gonna like ask for stage time or anything like that. Maybe one day I'll just naturally run into Josh Wolf." I mean, it's a possibility because people are comics, even top tier comics will run into each other, like at a comedy store or whatever. Like it just happens, man. It's part of the game, and it's like literally a year to the day when I said that. I mean, we freaking ran into each other, man. It's just weird how life works, and whatever forces are out there, the universe. I don't know what the hell's going on, man, right now, but I accept. Okay, I accept. Times have been good for me, but the last 2 years, I mean, good lord, if I can't wait to tell you guys like the stuff that I went through in my life the last 2 years, all self-inflicted. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, we're tired. Ah, God, the sun, son of a bitch. Um, so yeah, like it was just insane. Because we were talking about that. He's like, dude, you literally said this, and I was like, yeah, man, it's like really crazy how I said that. Like, um, I like forgot about it actually. He actually the one that brought it up. He's like, didn't you say you're gonna like meet him or something? Like, it's not like maybe you'll just naturally run into him. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's crazy that I said that. And so yeah, um, I'm at Caesar's Palace, and I thought the poker room closed, but I guess they reopened it in like another area. So I went to go check it out, man, just to see if I saw any old faces, and I did. I saw two guys I used to work with, and it was cool, man. I just wanted to say what's up. Like it was a cool. It's cool to say hi to those guys, man. It's been a minute since I talked to them, and I was just walking through Caesars, I ended up seeing somebody else in the blackjack area that where because I was a blackjack dealer too. I transferred, so I got to go check out the blackjack area, and that was dope. I got to see somebody that I knew, and she kind of forgot though, so that I don't think she remembered me, which was awkward. Cause like I was like, "Hey, you remember me?" She's like, "Yeah, okay." And then I started walking through Caesars to go to Jimmy Kimmel's, which is across the street from Caesar's Palace on the Las Vegas Strip, and it's by the link in the promenades. So I was like, all right, I'm walking across. I'm just listening to my music. Just like doing my thing, man. I'm feeling really good, man. Like I'm not nervous. I feel really good about myself, And my sets have been going very well compared to what was going on like a month, 2 months ago, where I bombed that V Theater and I bombed that Cork and Thorn show, like back to back shows. It was brutal. Um, I show up to Jimmy Kimmel's. I see a comic who works the door there. We're just having a good time talking to each other, and then another girl was there. We're talking, just cracking jokes. Another girl wanted my number, so yeah, right now. That was funny. I was like, man, dude, my day's going way too good if girls are giving me their numbers. This is crazy. And so yeah, that was dope. What's up, dude? Yeah, what's up, dude? Hey, hey, you already know. Yo, DILF, dude. DILF. Daddy, I like to. You already know. You already know. Anyway, that was creepy and gross. And I apologize. I'm a hack. So I get in. I'm nervous. I see Jacob. Jacob takes me. I go upstairs. Jacob sees me. Actually, I went upstairs. One of the people like brought me up. They showed me the way the green room. I was like, wow, the green room. That's crazy. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a green room in my life. I have, but like I just like to mess around. And I just like sat, I was like, I'll just sit out like where all the audience members will be, but way in the back because I didn't want to be the first comic in the green room. That's so weird. If you're not the headliner, that's disgusting. The headliner, it's the headliner's green room, dude. I'm not going in there until I'm asked to go in there. Period. I'm I'm chilling. I'm listening to some stand up. Listen to some Kevin Hart. Um, Jacob, I think he like sees me, comes by. He's like, "Yo, Ahmed, what up, bro?" I'm like, "Dude, bro, like," and I told him what happened. He's like, "Yeah, come on, man, let's get. I'll show you everything." And like he was just being super nice to me and um, like helping me like just be feel more comfortable because I was very nervous. Asking me if I want food, and he's like, "Dude, you can order food," and I'm like, "Nah, dude, I'm not ordering food. I'm there to do a guest spot, man. I'm not ordering food." And he's like, "Come on, you're fine." And then he's telling me like just how the room plays, about his life, because we haven't caught up in a while, just everything, man, like we're just catching up. We told me that like there was like some influencers that were coming into the green room. I was like, damn, dude, like I really just hope it was just comics because it's way chiller that way. um, because like now I gotta like kind of be careful what I'm saying, you know what I mean, like yeah, whatever. Green room, oh, we're exhausted. It's supposed to be like really chill vibes, which is fine. Like it was. I was just like, it's just I really wanted it to be comics, dude. I'm gonna be honest, but it's cool, man. It's not my green room, so I was just like, yeah, whatever, bro. That's cool. Hey, ball dead. And we're talking, and next thing you know, Josh walks in with his three like influencer people, and he's like, oh man, and then we're just talking. I got a Diet Coke. I don't like to get stuff if I'm doing a guest spot in the green room. I don't care if it's free or not. I don't like to get anything because I'm just there to do a guest spot and that's it, and stay quiet and shut my mouth. That is it. I have utmost respect for the green room. So any of you headliners looking for a respectful comic, I'm here. Um, I'm not inviting people. I'm not getting drunk. I'm not smoking. I'm not doing nothing. I just want to do my goddamn set. That's it, fellas. Ladies, if you need a comic, I'm here. Um, he's trying to get Josh trying to get me to get food, and he's like, "See, you're being respectful, and that's why." And he was telling the influencers like most comics aren't like they don't understand how to respect a green room. I was like, "Yeah, that's right, dude. I'm respectful. My mama raised me right, man." Next thing you know, we're just talking, and Jacob's about to go up. We're just having a good time, and Jacob goes on, and bro, the crowd was hot, man. I'm gonna be honest, the crowd was great crowd. Great crowd. And they were telling me, like, it's not always great, man. Sometimes it's tough, like pulling teeth. I love a tough crowd because that really defines you as a comic. Those tough crowds. Like those crowds where everyone's like, it's fun, it's awesome in the moment, everything's great. But like those tough crowds are really what makes you that mother effer. You feel me, pimpin'? Yeah? So Jacob's up there, man. He's doing his thing. He's doing about 10 to 15 minutes up top. And then it's my turn.
They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate.
So Jacob says my name. All right, come to the stage. And then I think he forgets my last name, so it was a funny moment. It was a funny moment because, he forgot my last name. It happens. My last name, I don't really tell too many people. I just say Ahmed K. And honestly, I think it was my fault. I should have told him, like, that's usually how I come up as. So, that was interesting. But I was like, okay, like, now I got to, like, figure out a way to, like, basically bury that situation and just, like, move on smoothly like it's nothing. I just watched a video of Ralphie May. He was on Jimmy Fallon or something like that. I forget what TV show he was doing like a set on, and he fell. Let me check if this camera's on. He fell. It was crazy. And he played off of that. For like a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, he just played off that, and that was it. And it was like nothing happened, and he had a set, and it was great. So I remember that, and I was like, okay. And I've been riffing at the top of my sets recently when there's people there, even though if there's a couple people, just to warm up the crowd, just to or the people, and just kind of like, sometimes at the open mics, people walk in, and it's very, how can I say it? It's just like weird when you're not expecting like a comedy show, like when you walk into a bar, like it's very awkward. So I kind of got decently good at like riffing and going off the top of the head. But Jacob is like 6'5" or 6'3", and he left the mic stand up. So I was just like messing around with that. That got a good laugh. And then I just like went into my jokes. And when I was about to go into it, I got weird for a sec. For about 2 seconds, it got weird. And then once I hit my first joke, I got a laugh. And then the next one, which is a little newer bit, but we're still working it out, I started getting really good laughs right off the rip. I mean, like 20 seconds in. And then I kept ringing it out, that same joke, which I shouldn't really be doing at a show like this with this many people there. But I just kept ringing it out. And then all the jokes were hitting except for like one, like that didn't just get the laughs like the other ones did. And then I went right into the material I know, and I was boom, boom, boom. We're hitting it, dude. Things were going really good, man. To be honest with you, things were great. And then I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna hit him with this one, and I hit him with one of my Uber joke that crushed, my Yonder joke, the one before that did great. I mean, I'm just on fire. I'm like, wow. And now I'm like, okay, well, if they like this, they gotta like my closer. They gotta like my closing a bit. And I talk about my son. I go into that and I really slow it down. And when I sent my set to my friend, he's like, man, I could tell like how you slowed it down and you had the crowd in the palm of your hand. And I was like, yeah, man, like it was just like that moment. I was like, okay, I'm in complete control. I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly what I'm doing. Everything's gonna be fine. And this just started happening like 3 months ago. You know what I mean? Like it just started happening. Like 3 months ago, it just started happening. And then the way that the joke is set up, the closer, it's like slow little hits. And then like there's a moment where I explain, and then I hit them with the punch, like a setup punch almost, where it gets some laughs here and there. Or people are like, wait, where's he gonna go with this? And then I hit him with it, and then boom, that got a big laugh. And then I hit him with another one, boom, that got another big laugh. And then my closer, it's just about my dad at a restaurant, boom, that one got a big laugh. And I just walked off that stage. It was about a 6 to 7 minute set, I don't even know, roughly like that time. And it was great, man. It was just like an incredible feeling. Like I just, like how it all happened and how like I got on the stage and everything, it just doesn't, it doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean? Like it was just crazy. What a crazy like turn of events, man. Like it's just how your opportunities are gonna come. You just gotta like be ready and just believe in yourself and just go up there and do your set. You know what I'm saying? Just do your thing. That's really what it comes down to, and that's what happened. So I get off the set. Josh Wolf said, "Good job, man. You did great." I was like, "Thank you, bro." And then he went up on stage. His son brought him up on stage, and then he riffed off of me and how he met me as an Uber driver. It was a really cool moment, man. And the crowd was just dying. They're like, "We love him." I was like, "Oh, this is crazy, bro. This is so crazy." It was just a crazy moment to be able to do this show, and like uh, that show is it's at Jimmy Kimmel's, man. Like it's in Las Vegas, and just getting the opportunity to do it was insane. Just like super thankful for it. Like I don't get spots out here, so I just been hustling and creating my own. I tried doing a show out here, it just wasn't working, so I ended up doing it in LA. Now it's like now that show is getting into a comedy club at Flappers, which in LA, which is pretty amazing. And then I'll probably end up going out there soon and doing a spot out there. It's just like everything's like coming around. You know, uh, like life wise, like all of it's come together finally. It's been a moment. It's been 2 years since like the craziness in my life has happened, and yeah, things are getting a lot better. So it's been dope. It's just you just got to accept what's going on in the bad times, and then also accept what's going on in the good times. Don't get too high or too low on either moments, bad or good. You just got to push through, and everything will work out. So yeah, man, we just hung out in the green room for a little bit. Jacob took off, and then I hung out with Josh, and then I went out, and after that, I just went to go do a couple of sets. There were still some open mics available, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do some sets. Comedy don't stop, so I'm not gonna stop, and just work out a couple things. And now I'm gonna go to Wise Guys and see if I can get on that show on the weekend with Mojo Brooks, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna try to figure out a way, maybe because I'm a hustle. I gotta hustle, dude. Like I'm not gonna wait for somebody to give me a spot. I'm just gonna go up and ask from now on. Like that's it. Like I'm not waiting anymore. I just want to be more aggressive. After that set, I was like, okay, now I can do this. Like, okay, now I'm not like cocky or anything. Just I'm confident. I know my material. I know where the stuff hits and where it doesn't. I know what I got to work on, and I know how to expand those bits. Each one of those bits that I did like 5 different subjects, but it was all about my life. And each of those bits in a 7-minute set, which was a little crazy. So each of those bits can turn into 5 minutes on their own, 10 minutes on their own, to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30-minute sets, all on their own, and that should be able to branch off, and I should be able to build it from there. So it's been a journey, man, and I'm pretty pumped to see like what else we get to do this year. It's been overwhelming this month or the last 2 months. Just getting a spot at Lewis Belt Show, hosting Wise Guys at Town Square, getting a spot at the Lewis Belt Show, and then doing Jimmy Kimmel's, and then they told me to come through. I asked if I can come through whenever and just hang out and watch and learn, and they said, yeah, no problem. So that's what I'm gonna do, and just try to, you don't really get to see guys like Josh Wolf out here in Las Vegas unless you're paying like a lot of money. So it's kind of nice to be able to see like a headliner go up there, especially a storyteller. And I learned so much just from listening to him when we were hanging out in the green room and just talking. And like he was very nice to me and very sweet. And like I didn't want any food or anything like that. Like I'm just doing a set, that's it. And he was just like really so knowledgeable, and just like I got to like pick his brain a little bit. It was cool. Like it was a really dope moment, and I'm excited, and we'll see what happens, man. If I get more spots, if I don't, it doesn't matter. It was a great moment, and I'm going to be there anyway and see what happens, man. I'm excited. Things are going really good, not just in comedy, but in life. And I promise you, if you're going through some weird stuff right now, you're going to pull through. I promise you that. You're just got to stay positive, stay focused, and keep grinding. All right, guys, I'm out later, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We got 15 viewers last month, or last episode. So let's get 15 more. It just starts with you guys. All right, later.